In a world where 90% of all commercial voiceover work goes to white men between the ages of 25 and 40, came a white man, age 25 to 40, with nothing but a message as clear and distinct as his naturally trustworthy and unaccented voice. Advertisements, infomercials, and commercials. The wonderful intrusiveness of the 21st century. Big corporations like to drive the name of their product into your skull with flashy images, trustworthy voices, and repeated catchphrases. However, is there something behind the flash, or are we just hollow men, as T.S. Eliot once wrote? Join me as I answer these questions in the following poems. Voice of the American Voiceover by Taylor Mali, The Hollow Men by T.S. Eliot, and Victoria's Secret by Billy Collins. We are the hollow men, we are the stuffed men, leaning together, heads filled with straw. Our dried voices, when we whisper together, are quiet and meaningless, as wind in dry grass or rats' feet over broken glass in our dry cellar. The one in the upper left-hand corner is giving me a look that says, I know you're here and I have nothing better to do for the remainder of human time than return your stare. She is wearing a deeply scalloped flame-stitch halter top with easy side-zip tap pants. The one on the facing page, however, who looks me over her bare shoulder, cannot seem to hide the shadow of annoyance on her brow. You have interrupted me, she seems to be saying. Now please, let me finish whatever it was I was doing in my trimmed whisper-weight camisole with keyhole closure and mesh back. Did somebody say Burger King? When you have it your way, it just tastes like nationwide long distance. Now with more moisturizer and an extra drop of Retsin for that deep down-bodied thirst. Remember, they're rubber and you're glue. And everything you say can and will be held against you on an episode of Law & Order Special Factum Victim Unit. So pay less with Boom, tough actin, tenactin, and zoom, zoom, zoom. This is the dead land. Here the stone images are raised. Here they receive the supplication of dead man's hand under the twinkle of a fading star. In the valley of dying stars, in this hollow valley of our lost kingdom, lips form prayers to broken stone. I flip the page. Here the one who happens to be reclining in a satin and lace Merry Widow with an inset lace up front, decorated with lace ruffles along the bottom, and a hook-eye closure in the back, is wearing a slightly contorted expression. Her head back, mouth partially open, a confusing mixture of pain and surprise, as if she had stepped on a tack just as I was breaking down her bedroom door with my shoulder. Why do I get the big bucks? Because I can say things like, here to discuss the issues facing small businesses and international corporations with an eye towards implementing an overseas marketing strategy is Bruce Chase, the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Foreign and Domestic Commercial Operations of the U.S. Department of Commerce. Without messing up even once or cracking a smile. Between the idea and the reality, between the motion and the act, falls the shadow. I have other mail to open, but I cannot help noticing her neighbor, whose eyes are downcast, head ever so demurely bowed to the side, as if she were the model who sat for Correggio when he painted the Madonna of St. Jerome. Only it became so ungodly hot that afternoon, she had to remove the traditional blue robe and pose there in his studio in a beautifully shaped satin teddy with an embroidered V front, princess seeming, and puckered knit detail. Do you know where your children are? Do you, Yahoo? Do you remember when we used to dance and the incidents arose from circumstance? One look at the Chevy S10 and you'll be asking yourself, is Viagra right for me? Between the conception and the creation, between the emotion and the response, falls the shadow. And occupying the whole facing page is one who displays the expression we have come to associate with photographic beauty. Yes, she is pouting about something, all lower lip and cheekbone. Perhaps her ice cream has tumbled out of its cone onto the floor. Perhaps she has been waiting all day for a new sofa to be delivered.
Waiting all day in a stretch-lace hipster with lattice edging, satin frog closures, velvet scrollwork, cuffed ankles, flare silhouette, and knotted shoulder straps. Available in black champagne, almond plum, bronze mocha, peach, ivory, caramel, blush, butter, rose, and periwinkle.
Look, I'm 43 years old and I'm in better shape now than I was when I was in theaters everywhere. I'm not a poet, but I play one. I'm not a dead white male, but hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. White men, they're everywhere you want to be.
Between the desire and the spasm, between the potency and the existence, between the essence and the descent, falls the shadow. But who has time to linger on these delicates, these one unmentionable things? Life is rushing by. 1 minute roses are opening in the garden, and the next, snow is flying past my window. Plus, the phone is ringing, the dog is whining at the door, rain is beating on the roof. And as always, there is a list of things I have yet to do before the night descends and the dark hours begin. Before the little doors of the body swing shut and I sleep, my closed eyes still burning from the glossy lights of day.
Can you hear me now? Corporations use advertisements to manipulate and confuse you. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words are designed to confuse you.
Don't let the words confuse you. Don't let the lies fill you.
Because sticks and stones can break your bones,
but words can kill you.
This is the way the world ends, this is the way the world ends, this is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper.